Stuck between the world and the truth. You gotta know that your soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect, but I'ma keep trying. Keep on repenting, renewing your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. I'm praying for my brother Tink. Stay strong, you never been weak. We ain't no slaves, man, we gotta wake up. Acknowledge, you know that they hate us. Fell off, don't do it again. Why you got grace? It's almost the end. We gotta fight if we wanna win. We cannot settle or lose again. Trust in the Lord and stop sinning. I know it get hard, but he got a plan. Stop all the arguing and all the fussing. Put down the guns and stop all the hate. We come together, then we gon' be great. Don't follow them heathens, man, they fake. Seek knowledge and truth. It works, just change you. Don't let this world get to your head. This world will rock you to bed. The government killing us too. They shooting poison in the food. Life or death, you gotta choose. You in the world or you in the truth. You gotta know that your soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect, but I'ma keep trying. Keep on repenting, renewing your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. I'm praying for my brother Tink. Stay strong, you never been weak. We ain't no slaves, man, we gotta wake up. Acknowledge, you know that they hate us. Fell off, don't do it again. Why you got grace? It's almost the end.
It's almost the end, you gotta wake up. Come back, you Jacob. Lost sheep of the house of Israel, you know they hate us. Grass cut in my mind, so I can see when they snake us. Conspire plotting, they take us. Kill us on a daily basis. I pray that it's reach the streets. I pray when I face the east. I seen what nobody has seen. A bunch of slaves turning to kings. I pray for Buckshot, Bread Boy, Mac 10 and K-Dog. I pray the Most High save y'all. Don't let the devil come take
You gotta know
y'all.
that your soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect, but I'ma keep trying. Keep on repenting, renewing your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. I'm praying for my brother Tink. Stay strong, you never been weak. We ain't no slaves, man, we gotta wake up. Acknowledge, you know that they hate us. Fell off, don't do it again. Why you got grace? It's almost the end.
Why we got grace? We gotta seek and make a change before it's too late. I pray that I make it to see them gates. I pray that my mama stays strong in her faith. I see the devil is cunning. He gon' give you what you want in this world now. He gon' give you all the girls now. He gon' give you all the money now. But we gotta stand up, rearrange the spirit, lift that man up, save us. Pray for me while we slaving in this land of captivity. How you gon' test and make us who we gotta be? Pray that our people's souls find a way to the Father that's in heaven. And all my people dying by the hand of the police. That's how we'll come when they
Know
notice
that your
that.
soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect, but I'ma keep trying. Keep on repenting, renewing your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. I'm praying for my brother Tink. Stay strong, you never been weak. We ain't no slaves, man, we gotta wake up. Acknowledge, you know that they hate us. Fell off, don't do it again. Why you got grace? It's almost the end. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. Praying for my brother Tink. Stay strong, you never been weak.
All right, shalom, shalom, y'all. It's Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. Busy week, a lot of stuff going on. Sure, y'all know. And I was busy all way. Like yesterday was a blur, you know. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of stuff to talk about. I think a lot of things are getting put into perspective now. But what we're gonna do, okay, I see everybody coming in there, everybody coming on. start saying shalom to everybody. Shalom, brother. Let's see, Jan. Shalom, Jan. Shalom to you. Crystal Branch. Shalom. The house of Israel. She said shalom to the whole house of Israel. All right. Shalom to you. Straitway, Michigan in the building. Straitway, Michigan. I seen your post in Sons of Jacob yesterday. You said they shut all the schools down up there. I think that's everywhere now, though. Let me see. I need to do that. I'm going to pull all my news headlines up. We got a lot to talk about. And definitely chime in. Let us know what's going on in your area. I'll let you know what's going on in mine. All right, let me see. Okay, so we're good there. All right, who else we got? We got Brother Tony. Shalom, brother. Appreciate you. Brother Tony. Koya Israel. She is enjoying her day of rest. Shalom, Koya, my wife. My Ashaya. Willie Tatum. Willie. Shalom to you, man. Hey, y'all was I was trying to get caught up on those messages y'all sent me. I think I'm gonna have to bring y'all on. These brothers, they're part of Straitway, Florida here, and they were just discussing some of the growing up, just some of the spiritual experiences they had. Very interesting. All the way up to now, you know. So we're gonna definitely get that going a lot sooner. We're gonna get that going a lot sooner than later. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Miss Simona, shalom to you. All right, let's see. Yeah, Brother Tony said all the schools are shut down. And we got Nehemiah. That's St. Louis in the building. Shalom to y'all. And shalom to Honor and Humility STL. Malachi Maccabee over there. Brother Aki. And my Nehemiah. Good to see you on there, brother. Shalom to you. How y'all making out there in St. Louis? I think they were saying something about out there in St. Louis. I think the night before last, there was like a riot at a Walmart or something like that. I don't know. I think that's what I heard. So I'll see if I get confirmation from you on that. We got Shalom, Brother Jonathan. Good to see you in there. And what I'm doing, I'm just bringing up the Facebook chat on here. That's what was taking me a second. So I'm going to bring that up. And then we're going to get started with these news articles and just see if maybe we get everybody up to speed on the latest, greatest, and up to datest. And Nehemiah said, no fears from these Israelites. They going crazy with fear. Yep, they going, yep. Man, you know what we did? While they going berserk up in them grocery stores, man, me and my ox yesterday, we was up at Home Depot and at the gun store. And I mean, them places was empty. Like Home Depot, I had to ask the brother there, I was like, hey, are y'all getting ready to close? He was like, no. I was like, okay. I was like, well, let me enjoy my shopping experience. Because there wasn't anybody up in there. So, let's see. Somebody said they need to shut that Lion school down for good. Yeah, they do. The public fool system. Make you dumber. Make you a bigger dummy out there. All right, let's see what we got. All right, y'all almost got this up. All right. All right. So shalom to y'all over on Facebook. Shalom to Brother Eric. Shalom to Brother Edward. Shalom to you. Brother Ray. Shalom. Shalom to you, Brother Ray. And Sis Yah. Shalom. All right. Let me, got one more thing to do. Share. There we go. All right. So let's get into these news articles, man. I agree with you, Brother Nehemiah. He said, we see the wonderful works of Yah and the plagues and prophecies unfold. Yep. And I understand, like, because a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot of people out there, they I hear them, they're like, oh, look at this. And there's a lot of conspiracy theory. Even China's like, hey, America caused it. And America's like, no, y'all was over there eating that bat soup and stuff like that. And I hear a lot of people coming up with different theories and, they're doing this to take power and this, that, and the other for the one world government and all that. And this is what I've been telling people. If you look in the book, this is prophecy. I think what people are seeing is something so organized and structured. They're like, man, they gotta be plotting this, but they don't. What they need to realize is there's an organized spirit world controlling this thing on a global scale. So that's what you see going now. Shalom, Brother Dex. Good to see you in there. Dex Robinson. Shabbat shalom to you, man. So yeah, it's very organized, very structured, and it goes right along with what is written. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get into this. We got some good articles here. Let me see. So the first one, let me go see if I can go to the page so y'all know this is official, eh? Look at this right here. It says French police found 9 pounds of cocaine in a Vatican car. Now, them boys is powder heads. It says police in France found cocaine and marijuana in a vehicle with Holy See diplomatic plates belonging to Cardinal, I guess this is George Maria Mejia, So, yep. So, can't make it up. Them boys is powder heads over there. I don't know if that surprises y'all or not. Okay, so real fast, because Brother Deck said, can't wait to see y'all next week. Brother Deck, you might not have seen my message. The event location over there at the community center over there at the beach that we were going to have the event at, they have canceled all events. I got with Pastor Dowell yesterday and let him know. So that event, Pastor Dowell coming down here to Jacksonville, Florida, has been postponed. Probably it's looking like possibly sometime in June. Okay, and that's with all this, Corona scare stuff. And I'll just let y'all know this. This thing, they're gonna cancel a whole lot more things. You seen Pastor Dowell's message he put out yesterday. There's very high probability that there is gonna be a mass quarantine. So prepare for that. Make sure you got food in your house. Yeah. Now, yeah, for this weekend, where we were having a Shabbat here this weekend, but we had to cancel that too with the hotel. And yeah, for the next weekend for the community building event, that has been postponed until further notice. The location where we were having it at, they've canceled all events. Yep. So, but I'm just letting y'all know this thing is going to get a lot worse in the coming weeks, or whatever you want to call it. To me, it's a lot better. The way I see it, I'm going to get a lot more free time to get caught up on a lot of stuff I've been working on. You know what I'm saying? Because I've even heard stuff from my place of employment. I've heard rumors that they're getting ready to shut that down, but I don't know. I'm just waiting to hear. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So let's hit the next news article. And like I said, I got plenty of time today. So if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, definitely put them in there. Only thing I ask is put a question mark next to it so I know it's a question, and then I'll see it. It'll catch my eye. Okay. Let's continue on with these with the news articles here. Ooh, there's some crazy stuff here, boy. All right, which one am I going to do next? Okay. So, this one here. Representative Ayanna Pressley says Republican racism is causing Americans to avoid Chinese food. Hey, you call me whatever you want. I ain't eating that crap. But look, gotta put this in here. My mother watches my show, and she called me and she was like, "Michael, you need to correct something you said on there." And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And she just wanted me to know that this lady here, Ayanna Pressley, she doesn't purposely cut her hair like that. She lost her hair. Now, I don't know if she lost it from wearing wigs, or from having perms, or from hair, or if it was just some natural disease. And I agree, I understand what my mother was saying. She was saying, don't say she shaved her hair in rebellion. And I understand that she wanted me to just let people know that she lost it because of might be COP. I forget what that illness is, but that's cool. But still, again, if she was my wife, she would not be in this role. She would not be in a leadership role, ruling over people. That's a whole show right there. So, but anyway, I told my mama, I said, all right, I was like, I'll correct that. I'll put that information out there, because I'm gonna come down the middle and report stuff correctly, But anyway, let's continue on, because we got some. Let's see. Man, I got a lot of. Woof. Okay, I see what I'm gonna need to do, but okay. And I'm gonna have to get caught. I'm gonna have to follow up on this news article here. But check this one out, man. This is a sign of the times how crazy folks are. It says, woman won't explain why she threw son from 4th floor. So she had an 11-year-old son, and she grabbed him out of bed or something. I guess they were arguing or something, and threw him from a 4th floor balcony, and he lived, but she won't say what happened to make her do that. And it'll be interesting to find out, what was going on there. You can only imagine. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay. So yeah, let's see what else we got going on in the news. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, somebody put women supporting abortion should be okay with this. Yeah, I'm gonna do do a show and kind of follow up on that lady. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. That's a real estate agent. We try and sell the house, but that's a real estate agent trying to act like we care today, about showing something. We ain't showing nothing today. Only thing we showing today is the Most High honor. All right. So meanwhile, in the world of the Transformers, it says GOP lawmaker trying to ban drag queen story hours in public libraries says death threats have been directed at him and I guess his family also. So yeah, you come against Optimus Prime and Megatron. That's who you got there. That's Optimus Prime and Megatron. You come against the Autobots and the Decepticons, man. They're gonna be ready to take your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't make it up. Come out of her, my people. Like Brother Daniel Meir said the other day, man. Pastor Dow been telling y'all this for years, man. It's like you see every reason not to be up in some subdivision somewhere. I mean, I want some of these silly ministries out here and stuff like that to give me a reason to stay in them. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see what y'all saying. All right. All right, let's see. See what else we got here. All right. Going through my news. I got a lot of stuff here. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is pretty interesting. It's funny. Okay. So what we got here, it says Chinese officials pushes conspiracy theory that the U.S. Army introduced coronavirus to Wuhan, not they bat soup. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a combination of both, because if you look at what they was over there doing and eating, and when you study the history of a lot of these diseases, a lot of times you see a lot of stuff came from just being around the wrong types of animals to a certain extent. But I don't put nothing past the Army either, But at the end of the day, I don't care where it came from. At the end of the day, I know it came from Yah. Because what is written is book. This stuff gonna come upon the earth. He tenderizing these nations right before he bring them down. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. Hey, shalom, Brother Akeem. Good to see you in there. All right, so somebody asked a question. They said they did it to themselves. Remember the rising up of the people in Hong Kong? I'm not sure. That quickly put an end to the rebellion brewing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, ended that joke real fast. Yeah. It sure did. Corona. Somebody, okay. Brother Bain said coronavirus is in Trinidad. Schools closed for a week. Okay. So that was I know people were saying, oh, that doesn't affect black folks. Well, this brother's saying different. Shabbat. All right, shalom, Raheem. Excuse me. Good to see you in there. Shalom. All right. So, let's see what other news articles I got. Oh. Now, this is something else interesting. Y'all let me know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. But, yeah, it says airstrike. Now, this was yesterday, March 12th, actually. It says airstrikes underway in Iraq. Okay? 2 days ago, we were doing airstrikes in Iraq in retaliation for attack that killed 2 U.S. troops. So, yeah, that was going on too. A lot of people didn't know about that. That one kind of slipped through because everyone had, the Wuhan effect. You know what I'm saying? So, understand that was going on, because I'm always watching what else is going on out there. So we're gonna go check this one out too. This is gonna be interesting. Ooh, boy, he connected with some chin. Hold on, let me put this up here for y'all. So it says social media videos capture brawls at Costco and Sam's Club during coronavirus panic. One stabbing. Okay? As human beings, we've got to come together at a time like this. So let me say this too. While their empire is beginning to come down, you can see it with the politics, with the geopolitics, with the national politics, with this election. Like, elections are more like verbal combat than anything else nowadays. Back in the day, it used to not be this volatile. Now, dude, you get a Republican and a Democrat in the same room, they might start throwing hands. You see what I'm saying? So while their nation is coming apart, you see us as a people coming into knowledge of who we are, and we're beginning to come together. And the faster we come together and work through our differences in a righteous biblical way, it literally has a direct effect on what's going to happen on a world level with disease, weather, you name it. You're going to begin to see them come down and fall apart. Okay? Evident by stuff like this. So look, here, I'm going to put it on the big one. Look at this. They ain't there arguing. Somebody got stabbed. Look at it. Boy, he put it on that boy's chin. That's that chin music. Look at that, boy. Look, Trump illegal aliens. You know what I'm saying? These folks going crazy. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, man, it's going down. It says things get bloody outside Democratic event as Trump supporter fights pair of anti-Trump counter protesters. Bloodshed. I just said this. And what have I been telling you? I've been telling y'all, I said, dude, this political season, you don't want to have nothing to do with these politics this time. I mean, both sides is wicked as hell anyway. So I told you wisdom would be meditate on the word day and night. Stay focused on the word. I be at work, dudes be like, so Mike, you sound like you're for this. You sound like for that. I was like, I'm voting Yahuwah. And they be like, monkey my dude. That shut their little political agenda, whether they Republican or Democrat. I tell them, man, both sides is wicked. I'm voting for Christ, you know. And that, it's amazing what that does to a political conversation. Everybody just be sitting there. You know what I'm saying? They can't come against that, you know. And that's what I do, because this thing, man, I'm telling you, these politics and all this other stuff, man, I'm telling you, the balance of power is changing. It's coming back to us as a nation, you know. All right, so let's see what we got here. Brother, do you have the Johns Hopkins map? I don't know what that is. Let me see. I'll see if I can pull it up. That sound. I think you're talking about a map that shows the spread of the disease or something. Is that what you're talking about there, brother? Let me know. Let's see what it is. Oh, no, you saying a fake map that will infect your computer. That's what it says here. I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah, the coronavirus map. Case number report. Okay, so yeah, there we go. I put it up here. All right, so this is what we got here. All right, well, that's the map. Okay. So you said this map here that I got up is from Johns Hopkins. This from the World Health Organization. Okay. But so that is not in Greenland, and Antarctica ain't even on there. You know, that crap probably can't survive over there or whatever. But let me see if I can find the Johns Hopkins one that you're talking about. No. Yeah, I don't see that one. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's a more detailed one. I think this is the one brother was talking about. Okay, collapse that. Yeah, this is pretty accurate and up to date, I guess. Okay, so this is New York Times. Okay. Yeah, I can't open that link, brother. Yeah, it won't let me open that. Yeah, in my search it wasn't popping up, but dang, it's showing you the cases. You know, this must be San Francisco. You know. Yep, 500. Yeah, it's showing you. So this is probably where you got high cases there, and it's pretty much everywhere now. It looked like this would be a good map to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's the spread of it. Pretty interesting. So I'm gonna have to check that one out later on. Okay, let's see. All right. So, okay, let me go back. See what else I got. I think that's about it for my news. Yeah, that's basically about it. The one last thing though. Let me see. Okay. And this is the other big thing that I don't think, because Koya was asking me, she's like, Michael, she's like, why is the gas so cheap? And that's another big thing to talk about. Putin just sparked an oil price war with Saudi Arabia, and U.S. energy companies may be the victims. Okay? And what it did, I know our fuel prices over here, Jacksonville, Florida, were $1.99. You know what I'm saying? Per gallon. I don't know what they were over there where y'all are at, but that's because of this. Okay, and that's why. And that's going to be a norm very soon, because Russia has a huge oil supply, or whatever you want to call it, shell. They have shell. And as they find cheaper ways to extract that out, the shell, and they can lower their production costs, they're going to compete with Saudi Arabia, and that's going to be another big thing right there, because that's a whole nother lesson there too on who the House of Saud really is. Okay, not the so-called black Saudi Arabians, but we're talking about the House of Saud, the royal family over there in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if everybody knows who that really is. Okay. All right. So let's press on. Let's see what we're gonna get into today. All right. All right. Let's see. See what we're gonna discuss. So what we're going to discuss today is just spiritual development. We're not, I really don't have a whole deep lesson. I really encourage people to check out that lesson I did last week, because I really, I try to put a lot into that, because that's the core of where we need to be focusing is, what's going on in our, with our thoughts. All right, hold on one second. So somebody asked a question here. And like I said, I'm taking questions today, so it's kind of a laid-back show today. All right. So somebody asked, if I do private work and not always pay the wicked state taxes, so somebody said most Norway taxes go to hospitals and teachers, abortion, transformers, and falsehood. It's ungodly. My question is, do I have to pay tax? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That's book. So I pay taxes, you pay taxes, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you find legal, and I emphasize legal tax loopholes or whatever, take advantage of them. Minimize what you're giving Caesar so you could keep it for your nation. But you, just like Christ said, he gave unto Caesar what was due to him. That's book. It's not real complicated. Now, there's ways you can structure things if you get an understanding of corporation structure and how that whole system works. Like a corporation is its own entity, and you learn how to do stuff through a corporation and all this stuff, you can greatly minimize, if not get rid of the amount of taxes you pay. Because like when something, the way corporations, the way you pay taxes, income tax, which is the worst tax, the way you pay taxes is they take all the taxes out of your money first, and then you get it. Then you take care of you do whatever you're going to do with it. Now, the way corporate and incorporated business that's properly structured, like for instance, when I was doing my rental properties, the way I would pay taxes is first I'd get my money, then I'd pay all my bills associated with my rental property business. I'd pay all my bills, all my expenses, everything else I had to take care of that was related to my rental property business. And then once all that was paid, whatever was left over is what would be taxed at that percentage. So it would behoove me to make sure I paid all my expenses and made sure I had, not a lot left over. You get that. So, that's basically how that works. With the tax, that's how all these big corporate businesses, man, they pay less. These big corporations out here pay less taxes, and these rich people, they say the rich, one of the things they do is try to own nothing in their own name, nothing. They literally got everything in a trust or a corporation, all their wealth, all their land, everything. Anyway, this is not Mike's tax and business forum, so I will press on. All right. Let's see. Do the job. All right. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Jan Brendan. With the if I let customers decide if they want or not, rewrite that so I can understand it, and then we'll get it. All right. So yeah, we'll answer that. I just don't understand what you were asking. Hey Koya, if you could, can you bring my Apocrypha in here? Because I didn't bring it in here. If it's out there, could you bring it in here? Because that's what I was looking for. Okay, so let me pull up some stuff. I wanted to read this earlier. Y'all have heard me read this before. It says here, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. It says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. Okay? So let's see. It says, strongly encourage or urge someone to do something. Okay? That's what that word you see there means, exhorting. And even here in Straitway, Florida, we lean on people. We tell them, look, like Brother Malachi Maccabee be over there talking about, don't be an isolation brew or an individual light. Everybody, you see, I can't tell you the number of times it's over and over again. People have these, they be like, I fellowship with you in faith. Most High God. Well, when the Most High gather me, I'll be assembled and all that. No, it tells you to do it now, and even more so as you see the day approaching. We got people who fellowship with us, and we're being added to the fellowship, and we're beginning to come together and encouraging people to come together and vetting people so that we could come together and function more and operate as a family. You see what I'm saying? Because look, we see the day approaching. It's real, and it's critical. A lot of times, a lot of people are gonna Like you hear Pastor Dow talk about all the time, iron sharpens iron. It's real. It coming together. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This is a simple way of putting it. As you begin to come together and whatever you want to call, begin to associate more with people, you begin to see more of yourself. Okay? You begin to see things you got to work on in yourself. And it can be painful. It can be uncomfortable. You're going to be forced to come out of your comfort zone. But that is, like when they say gold is tried in the fire, that's what it is. That's what it is. So somebody said, what do I think of Trump's national emergency speech? While it was going, I was falling in and out of sleep, because I had just ran. So I'll tell you what happened. When I saw, like I went on YouTube and this thing popped up and I was like, I was like, awaiting Trump's national emergency speech. That's what it said. And, they had the cameras out there waiting for him to come. And I was like, uh-oh. I was like, I better run to the store real quick because I wanted to have, I wanted tacos for dinner, So I ran. I had to grab a couple more ingredients to make that happen. And when I saw that, I was like, I need to get to the store now because if he gets up here and declares a quarantine or something, these people going to flood into these daggone grocery stores. And so I ran to the store real fast, got what I needed, got back. By the time I got back, he still hadn't got up there and started speaking. But anyway, I was just falling in and out of sleep. I thought he was going to declare a quarantine or something like that. So, but other than that, I really didn't listen to it. My thing on politics is it's all bull crap. You got lying people who paid their way in there. If their mouth's moving, they're lying, or they BSing. And it always looks like these people are reading off teleprompters, They're like the cameras here, they're like, and today the American people and so, and it's like, yo, this is bull crap, So, yeah, I kind of just look at the whole event. That's how I be looking at it. All right. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, if you're doing the private work, I understand what you're doing. That ain't no big deal. Hey. All right. Okay, so hold on one sec. All right, so I'm trying to see something here. Okay. You found it? Oh, okay. It's probably in my car. All right, so I'm gonna have to run down and get it. That's interesting. Okay, so Bible we required to do. So somebody said, brother, does the Bible require that we do street preaching on the Sabbath day? So you're kind of talking about One West type doctrine and what they do. What the Bible says, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm really paraphrasing just to answer your question. What the Bible says is, and I'll tell you because I've dealt with the One West base camps. A lot of the people in there, I've seen them, dealt with them, and met them, and all that stuff like that. And a lot of black folks, when they come into this, a lot of times they come in through them camps. Like, that's kind of how I came in. All right, so look, what the book says is on the Sabbath day, that they would teach the word, So that's where they're getting that from. And the reason why they're on the corner is that it says, go into highways and byways and proclaim this truth. It says, cry aloud, spare not. And I'm going to tell you something else a lot of people don't know. With the camps, the reason what they do, it tells them to go among the nations, to these other nations, and proclaim this to them and tell them, warn them. And, so that's why you see them, they go, they're not in the hood bringing this out. They're and I'm just keeping 100 telling you the way it is. They, like, for instance, you'll see ISUPK, DC, and Maryland and Delaware. That portion of ISUPK will be, it looks like, I think they're in Maryland or DC near Chinatown. And they're out there letting them know, bringing this stuff out, telling them. So yeah, what was the other thing? Because there was something else I was going to say on it. Oh, the highways and byways, and what they're saying is that they're taking it literally, and they're in populated city central areas, putting the word out there, teaching. But back in the day, the Roman trade routes, where all the people, if you wanted to get the people's attention and put something out there, you'd go in the city, in the highways and byways, and that was where everybody would be. That's where you could go in the city and reach the general public in an effective way that way. Today, the modern day highway and byway is Facebook and YouTube. That's where everybody's attention's at. That's where you could reach the masses. The bulk of this awakening happened on Facebook and YouTube. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Exactly, yeah. So somebody said Trump in office is a definition of the foolish things of the world confounding the wise. Yeah. But I'm going to say this too. You got to really look at action, and, with all this silliness, the one thing you can say about Trump is, he's pro-life and he's for prayer in school. That's a lot more than you could say for some of these other crazy people. And you'll see what happens this next election, man. But I could care less about politics. I want them to put the biggest kook, freak, weirdo up in there to hasten this thing and to make this thing, go down the drain quicker. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Okay, so somebody asked, good question, Alicia Boston. Somebody said, if quarantine happens, should we leave the city or just stay at home? If you got a place to go that's not in the city, go there and quarantine there. Absolutely, if you have that option. I'm glad, because that's a great question. And let me park it there, because I know there's a lot of sisters and brothers and stuff like that in the cities now. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. This is what I have another brother. He kind of lives in a highly populated area. this is what I'm going to tell y'all. What you need to do if quarantine happens and you're in a city or an apartment or whatever. First thing, get yourself some food. But the other high priority is get a weapon. Get yourself some protection, okay? If you can't get a weapon, if you can't get a sword, modern day sword, if you can't get that, get a knife. You know what I'm saying? Get something. What a lot of y'all need to do is if you can't, check this out. I'm gonna give y'all some. Like if you're in New York or California, where in New York and California, if you make a daggone fist, they're gonna take you in. Cause it can't be no weapons here. Oh, peace, love, and gayfers and transformers and all this crap. If you live in one of those states, in one of those cities, this is what you need to do. Number one, get yourself some food. Okay. Number two, what you can do is get a broomstick, get duct tape, and get the longest kitchen knife you have, and duct tape that knife to the end of that broomstick real tight. And now you got something that you have. Is actually more effective in a close quarter situation than having a gun. And if somebody comes in there, they try to come into your house or something and do something to you. Last time I checked, I don't know any living creature that likes being stabbed in their face. Okay? Go just do this. You know what I'm saying? Act like a sewing machine on they daggone grill. And I promise they won't want seconds of that. Okay? The other thing is, if you live in a highly populated area, such as an apartment or something, and a situation turns into a shit hit the fan situation, and you quarantine and it gets dangerous, you need to make sure tomorrow you go to the store, you get a screw gun that could drive that could drive screws in the wood. You get you some long screws and some 2x4s so that if things really get crazy, you can drive those boards into the studs on the wall and barricade that door so that people can't just come in and kick your door down, because most doors you could just kick them down with not too much force, because that's all the wood that's stopping them from kicking your door down for that latch on the door. So that's something you could do. You have wasp spray. If you live in one of these stupid cities, get wasp spray. It's about like mace. Again, spray it up in somebody's face. They ain't gonna want seconds of that. Another brother said get a slingshot. You get that. But me personally, when you're in these situations, you need something that you can deploy rapidly and effectively. And with a slingshot, you can wing. Unless you could really do that thing, it's gonna be tough. Bow and arrow. I don't know if they allow that in some of these cities. I don't know. That's why I'm telling you the most effective way outside of having like a firearm, in my opinion, is a spear, some type of spear system. That's why I said duct tape a kitchen knife, a long kitchen knife, around a broomstick real tight. And I'm telling you, that's pretty effective defense. And the hardest attack to defend is attack coming straight line like this. So if you use it, you don't want to slash like this. You want to come straight in. That it's hard to defend that. that's the short-term action step for if you're in a city or urban or highly populated environment, to defend it. Me, I'm gonna just leave my door unlocked because I gotta sight some of these weapons. I got some ammunition. I want to see how effective it is. It's gonna be a great time to try out a lot of my toys that I've been itching to see how they work on flesh. Nah, just kidding. Nah, but okay. So the other thing is that's the short term. Okay. Moving forward, we've been saying this. Pastor Dow's been saying this for years. And I'm saying it too. I'm backing him on it. Y'all individualites, we've been telling you, get out. Fellowship. What does the verse say right here? Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is. That's y'all isolation nights. Y'all sit up there. Y'all just weird names in the comments. Nobody ever seen y'all. Look for a Straitway in your area. There's a Straitway in New York City. There's one in California. They're everywhere. I have the phone number for you to call right there in the description. It's right there. The phone number for you to call is right in the description so that you can call and find a Straitway in your area and begin to link up with brothers and sisters, even if it's 2 hours away. Okay? Because in a crap hit the fan scenario, that's going to be all you got. and I guarantee, you know what I'm saying? And what you do, you link up with those brothers and sisters and begin to build with them and get like-minded and get your silly mind right, and they gonna get their silly minds right and get your minds right, and y'all come together so y'all can do something like Brother Daniel and Brother Rob is out there doing. Like he did that live yesterday, and I ain't even gonna lie, I was jealous. I was like, look at this dude, man. He was driving out into the rural area to his land in some undisclosed location out away from all these people singing Country Road, Take Me Home. I'm like, man, I'm jealous. And he going out on his land with the saints, and he ain't got to worry about all this silliness. They good. But that's where you need to be. And y'all need to tune out these Jannies and Jambrees ministries out here sitting there lying to you, telling you, oh no, man, if you live in downtown LA, you cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This, that, and the other. Man, get the heck up out of there, away from them kooks, freaks, and weirdos. You know what I'm saying? So you need to begin to, the Most High is patient and long-suffering, and he's sending you soft warnings. He got this virus that's like the common cold, but he's just showing you how something could spread all over the whole world and cause an epidemic. And the prudent will see that. It says, as you see the day approaching, you see it. I'm exhorting y'all. What's the definition of exhort? I'm not being mean. I'm not fear-mongering, but it says I'm strongly encouraging and urging you to begin fellowshipping and stop being an isolation night and get the hell up out of them cities. Because I ain't coming in there to save your ass when it hit the fan, Fellowship now. Build those connections now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for the we don't know how this thing gonna really go. It's looking like it's just gonna kind of blow over, and what's gonna happen is all these people gonna put it behind them and move forward. I ain't. I'm shaking and moving quicker now. I'm not wasting time with clowns. I'm not. I'm dealing with serious-minded people. I'm not veering left. I'm not veering right. I'm staying the course, man. We're not playing around. You know, this whole, even like this whole spiritual combat thing and this social media thing, I ain't wasting a whole bunch of time with that moving forward because I got too much to actually do. That's why I said y'all going to see a lot of footwork here. You're going to see a lot of footwork moving forward. That's real talk. All right. Okay, so let's see. Pastor Dow, shalom, Pastor. Y'all say shalom to Pastor Dow. He's over there. He's in the comments there on YouTube, man. And we appreciate your leadership, Pastor Dow. And when I say leadership, I'm talking about the example he sets. He's not talking the example he set. He said, you'll know them by their fruit. I'm telling you, man, I was looking at some of these clown Hebrew. I'm not even saying their names anymore. They're not worth it. I'm looking at some of these clown Hebrews who will waste, who knows how much time they invested in making false claim videos, you know, TV quality false name videos. Just invested their time when look what's upon us. And I'm telling you, when it pop off, you ain't gonna hear nothing from these people. And you will never get to say, oh, Michael, or hey, Pastor Dow, you were right, and so-and-so was wrong, this, that, and the other. You'll never get a chance to say that. You won't. It's just the lights are going to go out. That's how it's going to go down. It's just the lights going to go out. And the people who had they stuff in order, they going to be around, and y'all going to be like wandering around. I'm telling you, man, just trying to keep it simple there, man. So, but yeah, going back with this thing, learn, don't be prudent, okay? And I've been exhorting y'all to come out from among them. I know a lot of y'all, we talk down here. A lot of y'all, man, there's some of y'all gonna let a woman, y'all gonna let a wife have y'all out there messed up in a bad situation, man. Oh, well, Pastor so-and-so said this. Some Christian pastor, or my mama told me this, that, and don't do this, and y'all gonna stay in downtown LA, and and it's just gonna be sad, It ain't gonna be good. Y'all, get out, fellowship with the saints, get to know your brothers and sisters. This is what the book says. This is what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? And when I say, and what's the process like for us here in Straitway, Florida? And mind you, hey, I know. I want to say this real quick. I know a bunch of y'all. I know y'all have reached out, and a lot of y'all I have reached back out to because y'all want. It's about 3 or 4 people said they want to come out and fellowship. And I've called y'all, but y'all didn't answer your phone. So what I'm gonna do from now on, when people reach out to me, I'm going to just send you a text message, let you know who I am, so you know what the number is, and then we'll talk that way. But I'm not gonna call y'all anymore because I think what happens, I call you and you don't know the number, so you just kind of So we'll do it like that. But anyway, you need to reach out to people. Don't be out there by yourself, man. You ain't gonna. You need to get a biblical understanding, know what this book says, and then go get with some saints, see if they line up with what the book says. If they do, begin to build with them. What is building with them? That's not, We're not Straitway, Florida. We're not talking about coming together, coming here and having church forever and ever. No, we're moving forward. You know, we trying to saints that we've labored with and we've been in prayer and deliverance and healing and really been vulnerable and opened ourselves with, and we've grown relationships very fast. We've got real tight together. We're able to trust and rely on like family, and we're making moves. You know, we had a saint, his whole family, they moved out here this week. They're officially here in Jacksonville now, whole family. We're doing what we need to do to get putting them up in one of, like I said, y'all seen the video. One of the tenants that was in one of my rental properties that I'm eventually gonna get rid of, I moved that tenant out to bring one of the saints in, and we got another saint that is gonna be out here this week. He gonna be in there also. You know, we doing what we can to put this thing into action, to bring brothers and sisters together, to really make this thing move. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. It ain't fun. It's not cinematic. It ain't Disney World happy all the time. It's fraught with problems and stuff like that, but you work through them, and it makes you stronger. It's booked. But a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people like it easy. They don't want to, what's it called? They don't want to depart from their comfort zone. That's what I was looking for. The comfort zone, okay? So, to y'all who enjoy your comfort zone, there is a Comfort Zone Hebrew Israelite ministry. Comfort Zone Ministries. And they will tell you a nice, comfortable, comfort zone, twisted doctrine that will not affect your comfort zone. You will be happy, and they will play plenty of music, and oh, we love you forever, oh yeah, and Comfort Zone Ministries. Go get with them. That's not what this is, and it's not what Straitway is. So if that's what you're looking for, this ain't it. Hit the unsubscribe button. I'm not in it for the numbers. Just hit the unsubscribe and go on over there. There's plenty of them ministries. They come a dime a dozen in this awakening, okay? And they will have you feeling great. You will feel good. I'm telling you. And the music, it's good. The music gonna be good. You're gonna be feeling great every Shabbat. I promise. Not over here, though. You ain't gonna be feeling great over here. Like I said, I got hurt feeling reports that I can email you if you need them, because your damn feelings gonna get hurt. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. But oh yeah, brother Dex said a spear or a machete. You get a machete also, yeah. Yep. Because in a close quarters situation, you'd be surprised if you got something that's about 3 feet long, 2 feet long, and you, even on somebody with a weapon, you got to drop, especially if you know where to stab at, you know. But yeah, when you come aggressive, like if somebody is coming in with a weapon or whatever, and you come and they don't see where you coming from, you got to drop, and you stab them for the head, for this area, you know. Yeah. And you can even practice. You could get something like a cardboard box, draw a little, aim small, miss small. Draw you a little circle the size of maybe because this is the area you're aiming for. Here, 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 like that whole little circle. Draw something the size of a quarter and just practice stabbing at it aggressively. And if you can hit even around that little quarter area, oh, you're going to hit this big old dumb head on somebody. Are you all right? But that's a cleanup case. Y'all need to work on getting out of those areas. That's why spiritual combat is going to be put a distant third priority down here very soon, because I'm going to be more focused on getting rest and getting myself together, getting up out of, getting where I need to be, getting together with the saints, building with the saints. So somebody, let me see what somebody asked. All right, I want to visit. Please send info to Skahara Wilson. What you need to do, because I'm not sending emails out to anybody, what you need to do is just call that number that's in the video description on this video. That's what you need to do. Okay? And call the dining hall. And if you want to visit a local Straitway or whatever, they'll tell you what to do. You'll get further instruction. And, I know some people say, hey, I called, but nobody answered. Keep calling. If I told you you'll get $1 billion if you get somebody on the phone there, y'all get it done. Don't sit there and call one, be diligent. All right? Okay, I have a, okay. All right. So, she's good. She's good. She's going to do that. Awesome. That's good, sis. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's a process. What you begin to do, you begin to slowly get to know the saints around you. Like what we do here in Straitway, Florida, the people who, it's obvious. You see the people. You don't have to beg nobody to do nothing. Now, we're going to exhort you. We're going to encourage you. We're going to strongly urge you to assemble yourselves to come out and fellowship. But, we're not going to go, blue in the face trying to get people to come out and fellowship or anything. At the end of the day, when people want fellowship, they come like the sister here. All right, I'm calling the dining hall. How do I do it? What do I need to do? Boom, 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 boom. They know. It's in their spirit. And they pursue it, and they get after it. Okay? It don't take all that. It don't take, and then you got other people, they gonna just be isolationites. Why? Because I don't know. They got something going on up in there. All right? But at the end of the day, you're going to find serious-minded people. They're not going to be perfect. So let me tell you this. The people, when you come together, like even here in Straitway, Florida, I let everybody know, look, understand, they say iron sharpens iron. That means there's going to be problems. Be ready for them. Understand it. Don't let them, because a lot of people are like, one problem come up, I'm done. That's it. Through. Forget about it. Boom. They through. Just be thankful that now, and you weren't out there on some land in a critical situation, and your whole family and well-being relies on this person, and they throwing in the towel. You want that to come early. All right, so let's see what we got. Somebody put Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So Hebrews, I can pull that up. I got time. Chapter 3, verse 13. Okay. Okay. It says, but exhort one another daily while it is called today. Ooh, who put that in there for me, man? Hey, I appreciate that, brother. That's good. All right. Hey, y'all give me 8 if the sound's good, because somebody's saying sound. They don't have any sound or something. Put an 8 if y'all could hear me. Okay? I think y'all can hear. I'm going to just wait, and we're going to continue reading this. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the verse up here so y'all can see it. All right. Okay, so the sounds good, y'all. All right, it might be on your end there, brother. Okay, so here it is. It says, but exhort one another daily. Okay, so let's bring that definition up here on the screen again. It says exhort, strongly encourage or urge someone to do something. And that's what you do. You got to do that. Because, see, the thing is to those who can receive it, there's some people, when you exhort them, they're going to get offended. Just be thankful you know. Early, you know? All right, so let's see what we got. All right. Okay, so it says, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Uh-oh. Okay? So that's real talk. We got to be serious about this. And I need that scripture. So I'm a 3. That's a good script. I'm going to put that with the one I read earlier. Okay? So there we go. Okay? It's imperative. It says, strongly urge and encourage. That's the breakdown on that. And when you, it amazes me what I'm seeing out here, man. And Pastor Dowd said this, is like, as the more this book you begin to actually, implement into your life, the more this book you implement, the more you begin to understand it and get it, and see how straightforward it is. A lot of these people, you go out there and you listen to some of these people teach, and they like twisting stuff and trying to go in it deep, and you could just tell they ain't doing nothing in there at all. I'm telling you. But when you begin to live this out, when you begin to actually experience the curses that are really on Israel for the real, and you begin to deal with them firsthand and deal with the spirits firsthand, it's like, man, this book come alive and you get it. And then you can spot the false ones. Okay? Exactly. That's good, man. Hey, shalom, Brother Lucas. Shalom to you. Okay? All right. So let me see what I got here. Let's get into some more script here. And like I said, I've been very busy today. Yesterday I was very busy. But if things go the right way, man, it's going to be a very productive next couple weeks, because I'm going to take advantage if they do a quarantine. I got plenty of work to do. I'm sitting here like, come on, quarantine. Because I got all this work that, man, it'll really be a blessing. But we'll see. All right, so let's see. All right. So check this out, y'all. So and then we'll move forward. We're going to start getting into some scripts. But we're going to go to Sirach chapter 3, verse 21. All right? So Sirach chapter 3. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. I'll put it up here on the I'll put it up here on the screen once I get it. I'm not the fastest. I probably type one word a minute. All right. I'm trying to pull up a version where where it's going to be nice and big on the screen for you to see. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got Sirach chapter 3. We can go to verse 21. Okay, and this is just to back up what I was just saying to y'all. Okay, let me plus size it, the text. Whoops. So y'all can see it clear on the screen. And what we're going to do, we're going to go here to 21. And it says, what I was saying, it says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Okay? Keep it, what it's telling you is keep it basic, keep it surface. How are you going to know that you're seeking, it says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. How are you going to know you're seeking out things that are too hard? What are you comparing that to? Your life. Where are you at in your life? Are you going into all this deep stuff and explain all this, hey, I'm going deep in the script and all this stuff like that? But your life is a disaster, economically, socially, relationship-wise, safety-wise, health-wise, all this stuff. Then you need to go back and keep it basic, because a basic script will get that in order. It says you will know them by their fruits. I ain't going into nothing deep until I'm in a position where it's time to go deep. Right now, what I need to understand is getting things in order, how to social stuff. Like when you look at the Hebrew community, it says you will know them by their fruits. Look at the number of people. Look, if you look at this dead season, look at all these clowns that have been trying to come and attack Pastor Dow. A couple times they even bought, I've been bought into it. But they've been coming at him with false claims, false unverified claims. Lies, sitting there literally bearing false witness. Just basic stuff. These people are off. That's why, and the reason why is because they're seeking things out that are too hard for them to understand. And then what does Pastor Dow do? He sits there and says, look, I'll pay for your travel, for your hotel, and for your food. I'm thinking about taking Pastor Dow up on it. I'm gonna debate him on something just so I can get that free meal. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And crickets. Nobody took him up. And then I'm gonna say this too, because I forget who you are. You was in the comments. Oh, I'll debate him. I'll debate him on this. I'll shut him down. Dude, nobody knows who you are, and you got 3 subscribers on your channel. Like, we don't even know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who you are. You just some dude, So, and he asked Pastor Dow, well, what ministry are you under? What's your name? Crickets. No response. Anyway, so let's continue. I said, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. I could go into that real deep. It says, but what is commanded thee? Think thereupon with reverence. And what's commanded? Law, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? It says, think thereupon, so meditate on it. You remember what I was talking about last week? All right. What I'm doing is just simply pulling this up for you. So it said, think thereupon with reverence. It says reverence, deep respect for someone or something. Okay? And folks ain't doing this. Why? How can you say that, Mike? Because you see their fruits. You see their footwork. It's not biblical. It's emotional. Okay? It's emotional. All right. So let's see. All right. So okay. All right. So here we go. 22. But what is commanded? Okay. So what is commanded? Think thereupon. So look. For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. Okay? So, and I don't even got to explain it. It's going to explain it right here in verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. More things are showed to you in this world and in a lot of these books than you're going to understand. I mean, even with prophecy, when Daniel was studying the prophecy, he had to pray fast, and it took a Malachim and a messenger from the Most High to show him what to break that scripture down. And I'm saying that because, brothers and sisters, I done seen some stuff out here, man. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna waste time, because I could show you some of these videos of some of the stuff these people are trying to go in deep on all this stuff. And as soon as you start diving in deep, it's like everybody come around because they want to get that deep knowledge, because they regard that as, truly walking this thing out. Knowledge, no, it's action. and brother told me last night, he was like, one of the same things, he's like, man, this is one of the most stressful situations I ever seen in my life. Yeah. I was like, but when you diligently adhere to this book, it will get you through it. But that's really the rubber meeting the road, walking this thing out in spirit and in truth situations. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to sit here and feel like you're doing this book, but you're really walking it out in a college lecture type of way. Okay? It's easy to do that. All right. So let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Again, it's just telling you, do the basics. Do the basics perfect. And then it'll give you, Brother Daniel was telling me. He said you'll be doing the basics perfect will help you walk this thing out. It'll help you get a better understanding of what's here or what's going on. All right. Shalom, Brother Chuka. Good to see you in there, man. Good to see you in there. Shalom to you. All right. So let's see what we got here. Got this. All right. Let's go on to my next verse. All right. Let's see what I got here. Okay. Correction. All right. Let's see what I got. Okay, so here we go. So this is Sirach chapter 2. So we're going to jot over there to Sirach chapter 2, and we're going to just start from the beginning. And like I said, I'm just hitting on some stuff because one of the things I've been wanting to do is kind of I know I talk about Sirach and Proverbs, and I also talk about Psalms a lot, and I want to show people why. Okay? Okay, so here we go. We're going to just start at verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Okay? So, that's a big one. A lot of people, man, as soon as they go and get tough, they gone. When it go and gets tough, the weak are gone. The tough get going. They set it up. They get ready. They like, all right, let's get going. Let's do this thing. But the weak, when the going gets tough, the weak are gone, nowhere to be seen, or the weak are offended, and it's a wrap. But it says, set thy heart aright. So get prepared, like that other verse says, as to do everything, then just stand. When it's telling you to put on the whole armor of Yah, at the end of the day, you just got to just stand. And the shield of faith, and I'm going to go into that in a second, but that shield of faith is one of your main weapons, but we're going to get into that. And it says, and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. When it's popping off, a lot of times just sitting still and looking and praying and getting wise counsel and just watching the situation is all you need. Because a lot of times, man, the wicked, and when it's when it's spiritual and you got satanic people or you under a spiritual attack, them spirits don't like to wait. They like to rush. They like to push. Okay? All right. So check this out. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. It says, whatsoever is bought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So when you in it, when you in the war, when you under attack, you taking the blows in life, whatever it is, it's saying be patient. Like it's literally telling you to savor the warfare that you in. Don't freak out because you're in war and you're under attack and the enemy is actively hitting you. That's the time to be aware and to be watching, because that's when the enemy reveals himself and you can watch him and observe his ways. A lot of people freak out, and then after the storm passes, they're like, what the hell just happened? All right, I'm going to just forget about it for now, And then they don't know what the heck happened. But if you're writing and you're documenting and you're observing and you're taking in and you're receiving it from your senses and you're looking and you're listening and you're feeling and you're aware of what's happening, whether it's a spiritual attack in and from yourself with your own emotions or something external, if you function in that way, you're going to be good. All right? So it says, y'all know it. I like this one. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see what I'm saying? So them people that as soon as something hit, their hair be on fire. That's how they act, like their hair on fire when something hit, and then they gone. And you never hear from them again. Or the spirit of offense, or something happened, you know what? This is just too much. I can't handle this. I'm done. And they throw the towel in. They got burned off in the furnace of affliction. and they're not gold. They were the impurity on the gold, and the fire burned them off. Put a 100 up in there if you get where I'm coming from. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Okay? So y'all put a 100 up in there if you understand that. Because, dude, it's not a game, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. You got to just sit there in these painful situations sometimes. I'm not just, I'm not just a salesman. I'm a client. This is real talk. This is, it's real talk. All right, so let me see what we got here. We're moving forward. All right, I see them 100s. Yeah, I see y'all. All right. So let me see. I got that. We got that right there. All right, let's go to our next script. Okay. 4. Let's see where we're going to go next. Okay. All right. It says, all right, y'all. Y'all know I got to do this. It's like a seasonal thing I got to do from time to time. I got to go here to this one. All right. I'm going to show y'all something, man. All right. Go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach in the Apocrypha. And you're going to go to chapter, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen if you don't have it with you, but we're going to read through it. We're going to go to, okay, we're going to go to chapter 34. And we're going to start from verse 1, and we're going to let the book talk. Okay? I'll let y'all get there. It's up on the screen. I think y'all could see it. So here we go. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. So, you got folks that, y'all seen it, and this is, you'll see what I'm talking about. Look, the vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as a likeness of a face to a face. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from the thing which is false, what truth can come? Divinations, soothsayers, and dreams are vain, and the heart fancieth as a woman's heart in travail. If they be not sent from the Most High in thy visitation, set not thy heart upon them. Okay? And how are you going to know that? It's going to line up with the book. It's going to line up with the book. Well, how are you saying that, Mike? Okay? Because what it say here, the hopes of a man void of understanding. What's void of understanding? He don't know the book, basic book. And he going to be saying, hey, the Most High told me this, that, and the other, blah, blah, whatever. And this is widespread all over the Hebrew community. All right? So look, if they be not sent from the Most High in thy visitation, set not thine heart upon them. Okay? For dreams have deceived many. No, some. Many. No, only a couple. For dreams have deceived many. Y'all know what deceive meant. Y'all want me to put the definition of it up there? And they have failed that put their trust in them. You put your trust in the book. And if it don't line up with the book, forget about it. Put an 8 if it's great. Y'all put a number 8 in there if it's great up in there. Man, y'all keep it simple, keep it basic so you don't get misled. All you got to do is keep it simple, keep it basic, keep basic surface level script, and just look around you. Look around. Like, look at what's going on in your life. Look at what's going on in your relationship. Look at what's going on economically. Look at what's going on socially with you and the people around you. Are y'all just going through the motions? Or y'all building? Are y'all moving forward? Are y'all going from this to this? Or are you going from this to this? You know what I'm saying? This is not complicated. But what's complicated is manipulation and dreams and, oh yeah, you know, yeah, when I didn't come on here on my show today and be like, oh yeah, the Most High called me on this cell phone this morning. He told me to tell y'all this. No, we just reading book. We let the book say what it's saying. It says, for dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them. The law shall be found perfect. Or like they say in Street Fighter 2, perfect. Without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. It's basic, man. It says, a man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. Okay? That's another one I could go into, but we're not for now. We're gonna hold up. All right, so let's go on to the next. Let's hit our next one. Okay. All right, hold on one sec. All right, there we go. Pull this up. Like I said, we just cruising through Sirach. All right. Okay, hold on. That wasn't good. I'm finding my scripts. But yeah, if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, y'all know. Let me know. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. Isaiah 10:1. We're going to go Isaiah 10:1 and then we might hit that Hebrews. And I put it up here on the screen because I already got it in note form. But yeah, we're gonna get some meat off the bone from that Isaiah 10:1. I'm going to start Isaiah 10:1, KJV. Whoa! Let's see what that means. I like doing this, man. So y'all don't think I'm trying to, like a lot of people like, oh, why is he defining all them words like that? Because I want to leave zero room for me trying to scripture twist. Woe. That woe means great sorrow and distress. And then it says things that cause sorrow and distress, troubles. Okay, so look. Let me go back to it. All right. Hold on one sec. So I got a bunch of, I'm going to have to close some of these tabs because it's beginning to get confusing. Let me close some of this. It's getting kind of hard to navigate. All right. So let's see what we got. It says, all right, and I'm certain, I'm pulling up something else too. Okay. Okay. Ooh, boy, you can't make this stuff up. Anyway, look at this. It says, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe. So it is saying, distress, trouble, this, that, and the other, unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And what's a decree? It's an official order issued by legal authority, order by decree. So like to order something, to say this is what it's going to be, this, that, and the other. Well, let's look at what the book's saying on it. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And when the fatherless, even today, we got a lot of fatherless, man. And I got a lesson. I might even have an event I'm going to do here in Jacksonville, locally or whatever. Dealing with fatherless or unfathered men, and really breaking down what that is and how to righteously and biblically grow into a masculine man. Because a lot of men, when you say man up, that could be a very vague and ambiguous term, but it's something that's lacking. Because I see it in me. I had to go through it. I grew up with lack of identity of who I was. And I've seen men, in fact, at my job, I was talking, there's a guy there, he's an electrician on the airplanes, okay? And electricians, they got to know everybody's system. And they got to know electrical, how electrical works. I know a little electrical, how to work on electrical, but this guy, he did his whole Navy career. He was a master chief in the Navy, and he was an electrician. He's very accomplished, and then he's quality assurance now. Like after we, in where I work at now, all that to say he's very accomplished in the maintenance field. And when I see people like that, I ask them, how were you brought up? I was like, because when I see people like that, it's almost like a math equation. I know that there's a strong masculine authority in his life. I know that right from the start. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people gonna be feeling some type of way, but you're not gonna find men who excel to high levels of success that were raised by women. At some point, a strong masculine authority is going to be in their life. So, of course, when I asked him that, because I do it all the time. I did it with Gideon, and I'm going to talk about that. So, when I talked to him, he was like, yeah. He was like, he was raised by his father, his uncle, and his grandfather. They were highly influenced. He was around them a lot in his life. And this dude is on point. Like, he don't miss nothing. He knows how to deal with people. He knows how to receive correction. He doesn't go off. When you see these men who are just real, I'm telling you, dude, these manipulative, hard to deal with people who can't come direct, they did not have good, healthy, masculine authority in their life. They were around women a lot. You could get mad if you want. But the stuff I'm saying is like a math equation. You take Kevin Durant. Now he says, yeah, my mother raised me, but Kevin Durant was raised by those basketball coaches. That was that strong masculine authority in his life. So Brother Gideon, I talked to Brother Gideon. When I talked to him, I was like, because Gideon, like I said, he's again a very professional, accomplished, special ops. His whole, Army Ranger for 20 years. There you go. Say no more. And the man's alive and walking and seen some stuff. But on the same note, he had when Gideon came down here, like the hangout place for the men over here at my house is a garage because it's full of tools and all this. So that's where we be at. So we be working on cars and fixing stuff, working on stuff. Anyway, Gideon, I immediately saw the level of professionalism and do it right the first time, and not same qualities I saw in this Master Chief that I work with. Okay, move forward to Rob Mathis, same deal. He's accomplished a lot. Same mindset, no excuses. And Rob grew up playing football from a young age with older men. When he came on the show, he said he's out there playing tackle football with men that were older and bigger than him on concrete. Tackle football. Yeah. So and ask Rob if he believe in excuses. He don't. You could go on and on. When you see men with responsible work ethic who could take harsh, strong rebukes and not get in their feelings and turn and get manipulative and do all this stuff, when you see that, it's a math equation, brothers and sisters. They have had strong masculine influence in their lives. And those men end up accomplishing a lot in life. I'm telling you patterns I've seen over 40 years, okay? In the military, all the men I dealt with in the military, or all the males, now you know where I'm going with this now. All the males I dealt with in the military who were difficult to deal with, who didn't progress in their career, who constantly screwed up, who struggled, who and were constantly in trouble in their careers. If I talked to them, across the board, they were raised by women. I'm telling you, dude, it's real talk. So let's see what you're saying here. Somebody said, Michael, we could use Israelite men like yourself and other brothers at my job. The male students are crying out for real black male leadership and correction. Keep them in your prayers. Shalom. See? And there are men that are thirsty for strong masculine leadership. It's missing, and it's because they've taken crafty counsel to cut us off from being a people. That's what the book says, dude. It said children are their oppressors and their women rule over them. And I tell the men all the time, I don't care, man. You got to stand up. If it's right, stand up. Stop worrying about if she get mad or if somebody going to get mad. And I'm telling you, when you stand up and you become a real man, your worst enemies are going to be these unfathered, feminized men. Put a 100 up in there if you get what I'm talking about. I'm talking to the men up in here. Put a 100 up in there if you get that. All right? It's tight. It's uncomfortable, but it's right. And I'm just keeping it 1,000. Because, brothers, the stuff I see with our people today is set. Like, when I say it's a desert for masculinity out here, for just a masculine example. It doesn't exist. It's sad. And people don't understand how important a father and a man and a masculine example is. It's one of the most important things. It's book. That's why I push it over here. Like, dude, if you a real dude, I'm gonna be pushing you to come on the show, to be around me, I'm gonna put you out there. Because we need dudes who come straight down the middle and don't veer to the left and veer to the right. That is why Pastor Dow is a beacon of light out here in a very dark, gaper environment. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. I see y'all get it. Brother Gideon in the building. Brother Gideon in the building. Y'all say over there on Facebook, man, y'all say shalom to Brother Gideon. Go over there and look at his page and look and see if what I'm talking about ain't true. And if y'all get the opportunity, that's what I'll call it, get opportunity, meet him and talk to them. A lot of y'all, man, because I'm going to tell y'all, man, let me say, hey, look, trip out there, look. A lot of y'all, real, true, biblical masculinity is so rare today. When you come across it, and you've been so brainwashed and feminized, when you come across true biblical masculinity, you see it as evil. Like, it almost comes off as evil to you. Like it throws you off. You're like, well, what's his problem? Testosterone. That's what that is, you know. It's not a problem. That's just testosterone and masculinity you're seeing. He don't care what you think. He just doing what it be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm serious. Man, hey, listen, y'all. It's funny, man, because I didn't got around women who I've seen women, and even before I came into the truth, because that's where it came across the most potent. I would come around women, you know, because sometimes, again, this is before I came into the truth, but I was walking in masculinity that I realized I need to be walking in. And I'd be up in some of these lounges. I'd be up in New York or Vegas or something and be up in some of these lounges. And I'd come around these women and they had never been around a real man. And I'd say stuff to them, and I'm not going to repeat it on here because, you know, it'll be funny. Y'all be dying laughing, but it's not appropriate. And I'd say something to them, and they'd be offended. But this weird feeling would be coming up in them. And this weird feeling makes me want to sit on your belly, you know? So it's like, it's funny how that hits them when they get around something that the Most High has wired them up to on an instinctual level to be attracted to. The Bible says, the man was not made for the woman. The woman was made for the man. Treat him like that. And these watered down ministries that got it going the other way, where they just will not speak on this, and they just keep uplifting the women and treating them like goddesses. They're gonna have you messed up in your marriage. They're gonna have you twisted. They're gonna have you jacked up. Okay? All right, would you okay, so brother Indigenous TV, where he put we gotta be serious and stem with these young boys, but never angry or hostile. They get enough of that from their mothers and law enforcement. These boys just need direction, not rebuke and dismissal. And listen, let me tell you this. I like what you said there, brother. And I've seen what this brother talk about. Like, I've dealt with young men, and now I don't, when I'm dealing with these younger men, and even when I was in the Air Force, I was dealing with these younger men and showing them this stuff. I don't sugarcoat it. I talk to them like a man, and I'm aggressive and up in their face, but they know it's in love. They could tell because of what you're saying and where it's hitting at and how you coming at them. They know it's love. They know it's love. They can feel it, and they know it's jewels, you know. But these effeminized men who they are in covenant with that spirit, and they've taken on that effeminate spirit. They're gonna be like, and then they're gonna make 20 documentary videos about you and do all types of other crazy stuff. Y'all seen it anyway. But yeah, they're gonna receive it because they're thirsty for it, and they like it. You know what I'm saying? They want it, and they want to come up. You know, they want to develop. You know, but so yeah, they can tell where you're coming from. I got you. All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right, Pastor Dow said, if the men are crying out, they have them to okay, yep. Pastor Dow said, if the men are crying out, he said, have them contact Straitway, and we will see. I promise you, we will test that boast. That's right. That's right. They're tested, man. And whether it's these people who got an issue with it, you know, the number's right there in the description on this video as we speak. Or it's the men who are ready to man up and develop and be real men. Straitway's that spot. I mean, this is the most concentrated area that I'd have met real dudes who say what they mean and mean what they say. They don't just talk, they're about action. And I'm telling you, even, you know, people don't got confidence, especially in our people and black folks. People don't got confidence because most of our people are full of it, man. They're not really about it. They word don't mean nothing, you know. So yeah. All right, so check this out. All right, so let's continue because I kind of got off topic, but look. So check this out. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, for the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow. Okay? And look, and is a discerner. Let me see here. And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Okay? It's a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. It shows you, it will show you what your intent is and what you're really trying to do. It'll show that to yourself, and it'll also help you dealing with these other people. It'll show you what they really about. Okay? All right. So let's see. All right. All right. So there we go. So, All right. Let me see if I got anything else here. All right. Shalom, brother Zedekiah. Good to see you in there. All right. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is in a little while I am going to today or maybe tomorrow. There's a couple people I want to get on the show here. When you see those shows, definitely tune in. It's gonna be good. I promise that. It's gonna be some good shows. They're gonna be bringing out some good information, and I'm sure, man, what comes out of some of these shows, man, is really gonna it's gonna be what Israel need to hear, man. Yeah, man, we real excited of what we got going on down here in Straitway, Florida. We really are pushing forward, but we're doing it. We're taking our time, and we're, we got some people. The brothers and sisters down here truly want to be holy. They want to be set apart in their thinking, spiritually and literally. You know what I'm saying? And it's real encouraging. I haven't, this is the first time I've been to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just real encouraging what I'm seeing here with the brothers and sisters and the growth that we're seeing. With pains, there's growing pains, But real men can take the pain. Real saints can endure. They're about the book. But it's exciting what we're seeing, okay? All right, let me see something here. All right, so what we're going to do, this is it right here. Okay. Yeah, so I just want to reiterate a couple things before I wrap this up is, like I said, you see Pastor Dow he said he's watching the news about, because there could be a possible quarantine and they not let people do events, so he's watching the news closely on that. So keep an eye on what's going to be going on with the Passover. Stay tuned in to Straitway to stay up to speed on what's going on as far as with the Passover, with this whole coronavirus thing and all that stuff like that. Pastor Dow be putting out information on that. Pastor Dow, if you could let me know what in the comments, or you could call me right now on the phone. I'd actually prefer that if you call me real quick on the phone right now, and I'll bring you on, so you could just bring the people up to date on what's going on with the Passover and with any other Straitway events or anything. So if you could do that, I appreciate that, just so I get the information is correct that I'm bringing out here. And then the other thing, so I'm going to wait for him to call, and then I'll bring him on. We're not having Shabbat here today, okay? That's not, so just stay in place. And the location where okay, there he is. All right, hold on one second. All right, shalom, Pastor.
Hey, shalom. Shabbat shalom, my brother. Shabbat shalom, Israel.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I got you on speaker. I'm going to put you on here so you could just bring the people up to date on everything going on.
All right. Shabbat shalom, Israel. Pastor Dow here. We are in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brother Kabir, Sister Bree just had a little boy, a healthy little baby child, and we thank the Father for that. As far as the Passover going, right now what we're doing is we're waiting to see exactly what the federal government decision is going to be here. Maybe I anticipate within a week or two if they're going to actually do a lockdown of the country, if they're going to actually quarantine the whole entire country. We already know they're going to stop flights coming in from China as well as Europe, but they have not restricted domestic travel just yet. And of course, you know, we're witnesses to that, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be here. So myself and a few elders, we're up here in Wisconsin right now, and we're anticipating some type of quarantine to take place. Now, how that affects us is this. First of all, number one, let's go ahead and go to the Jacksonville meeting, which was on the schedule next. The hotel contacted, I believe, either my brother Michael Israel or Sister Koya, and they have canceled the meeting themselves. So that's to be determined at a later date. So there will be no meeting in Jacksonville, Florida next week. And so we're going to play that by ear. It depends on, again, where the country is at concerning this virus. The way I see it is, I think that they're anticipating trying to quarantine everybody for up to 4 weeks. And the reason being is because as the temperatures rise and it becomes hotter, the virus apparently can't live in that type of environment. It's just a different virus, and it mutates different than all the other stuff. So it's just not a common cold, common flu, and all that. And if that's the case, then you know things are going to be business as usual after the effect. Now, within a couple of weeks from now, if Passover, if we get from the federal government that they're going to restrict travel, obviously we're going to have to cancel Passover. Now, how does that affect us? Well, it doesn't affect us too much at all as Israelites. We're just going to have to cancel the Passover, and then we're going to have to do exactly what the Bible teaches us to do, which is go ahead and have Passover in the second month, according to Numbers chapter 9. So Passover will still take place, regardless of what they say or what's going on, because we all know that the Most High Yah has His name and has His power and His strength upon us as set-apart Israelites or Straitway. So if we don't have Passover next month coming up, then we're just going to have to postpone it to the second month. And then we'll continue on with Passover and the feast days, just like the book says. And we'll make those adjustments. I would advise, and I'm hoping that everybody has plenty of canned foods, that they have paid attention to everything that the ministry has been putting out over the years. If you have, then you are actually found yourself in a good place. If you have not, then you're going to learn obedience by the things that you suffer. So that's where we at right now concerning the current events. If there's anything else you want to ask of me, my brother, then I'll be glad to answer it right now.
No, that's good. I appreciate all the information. I just want to make sure we putting the information out effectively and accurately. So appreciate you calling me up. Appreciate your leadership. Today, like, I know people are seeing they beginning to see who's real and who's fake, who got an agenda and who really actually cares about the people.
Well, I do want to say this, and I do make, well, matter of fact, I do put emphasis on it. That particular religious organization down there, which is nothing more than wannabe or said Hebrew Christians, they put out an edict, a prophecy, and they said that you're going to be dead in 10 days. Well, we definitely done passed that. And people need to understand that when people are presumptuous in heart and they speak a vision, a vain vision of their own mind and own spirit, it needs to be called out. Not only does it need to be called out, the people in themselves need to understand that more and more and more as we go and continue to keep going, the more of these false prophets, these false teachers, these false ministries, these people that really truly don't care nothing about the physical and the spiritual well-being of Israel are going to be exposed. And so while they spoke presumptuously on this because they disagree with your stance in talking about the gay forts or the gay lords or whatever you want to call them, and their offense, it's sad that instead of these people being righteous and being able to have a godly antipathy against sin, that they would just actually soak and immerse themselves in your videos and what you're saying and be upset and then try to blame you as the one that's being the troubler of Israel. So the reason why I made that Facebook and a video, because I want people to understand and see that just because you got people out there speaking these vain visions and stuff, you got real true Israelites out here that truly stand for Israel and have your best interest in mind and your well-being. And we have to expose all of these people. There's no such thing as being quiet and shutting up and not calling names and all this other stuff. You have to know clearly who's true and who's false. And these people have shown themselves to be false prophets. I forget their name, Michael Collins or something like that, or whatever it is. But it should teach people that you definitely don't want to be fooling around with people like this that will just say anything, do anything in order to try to garner favor with the court of public opinion, and really truly are not led of Yah. So it's important for us to stand strong. It's important for us to stand true. It's important for us to stand together. It's important for us to do exactly like the Bible says, and I'm going to continue to keep on touting it. We have to, and we must, according to Ezekiel 36, according to Leviticus 20, according to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, all the way I go all throughout this book, that we have to separate ourselves from the people of this land in order to be strong and to raise up a seed of Israel that's going to be strong and is going to be able to have health and wealth passed on from generation to generation. But you're not going to get it with these clowns out here that are stage playing church, playing religion, and you got all these Jezebel clackling hens up there co-signing and supporting them in their rebellion. But I'm glad that they actually put it out there, because it does show who's true and who's false. And then, of course, the last thing I want to speak on that subject is that you can't even really go and find out who actually said it now, because I believe that they took the video down. And the reason why I'm staying on this is because these people are so proud they have not even repented. So people can call it contention, but that's just the way it was in Israel. Men of Israel, they stood so that people would know the difference between the holy and the profane.
That's good, boy. Hey, that's good. That's good. So yeah, I mean, I can't put nothing else on it. That's 100. That's 100. So, Pastor, appreciate you. Appreciate you calling in, what you're doing. And appreciate you coming on here, bringing out all that information. And the Shabbat service, I guess you have one of the brothers down there, Straitway, teaching today at 12.
Yes, my brother, Teacher Shane, he'll be teaching.
Awesome.
I don't know. We may possibly go live up here at Green Bay. You just have to stay tuned. I don't know what Brother David and them have set up as far as that goes, but just stay tuned around that area. If I do, I won't be teaching too long, no more than maybe 35, 40 minutes or something like that. And then we'll immediately change over to see what Teacher Shane has to say. Okay.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. Okay. All right, y'all. So what you need to do, so at 12 o'clock, because it's 11 now, so 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that's an hour, basically an hour, you go to the Straitway website, which is straitway.com, or you go to Straitway Live on YouTube. Or, now I'm not sure, you might be able to access it on Facebook also, okay? So go ahead and tune into that. Get some biblical understanding. And anyway, with that said, what I'm going to do here is stand by. And then also I'm going to tell y'all this. Just keep an eye out over this weekend, maybe even tonight. And I might be having a guest on, depending on how the schedule looks. I'm just warning y'all, I am extremely busy, but I'm going to document why I am so busy, what we got going on out here. But anyway, I'm going to have a guest. I might have some guests. I just got to see how my schedule is and what I'm able to do. This show, Spiritual Combat, is no longer priority. I'm focused on what I'm doing here with my family and the saints here, because they're committed and I'm committed. You know what I'm saying? That's my priority. So that's what I'm gonna be focused on what we're doing. We got, like I said, we're fixing up one of the properties so that some of the families can move in there, and it's win-win. You know, they're not paying as much rent. They're splitting it, and the rent they're paying, to me, I'm able to get out of debt quicker with that. And it's when you look in the scriptures, when you look in the Bible, it's win-win deals, not this win-lose stuff or this lose-lose stuff, or I take advantage of you and you lose. You know, you give me your resources and you don't get anything in return. We're not doing that here. We have all things in common unity, community. Dare I say it? Dare I say that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with that said, y'all, let me trying to find there we go. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna take it out with one of my one of my favorite jams, man. It helps keep me encouraged in these times, and that's Praise Ye the Praise Ye the Most High Yah video. It's just real encouraging to see all the saints in there, and the brotherhood, the sisterhood. That's my jam, man. So I'm gonna take it out with that song. You saints, stay encouraged. Enjoy the music video. Shalom, shalom.